Greetings, Montana drones. I trust you had a safe journey.
Well, as safe as an adventuring archaeologist can ever be, Curator.
Oh, yes, I'm sure there are bridges of doom and deadly snake pits to contend with. But you're here now, back at the International Museum of Fanciful Arts and Relics, most holy and or mythical.
You know, you could really use some branding advice.
Never mind that. The important thing is you're here.
Indeed. I look forward to taking off my hat and laying down my whip for a while. Tell me, Curator, who is your companion?
This here is Professor Jollingswoggle. The professor here is one of our leading archaeological experts. Smart as a whip. You'll forgive my little joke.
Smart as a whip?
It's a metaphor. Like sharp as a nail. A smart cookie. Bright as a button. Never mind. Jolly, meet Dr. Montana Jones.
Drones.
Drones. Sorry, Jones is the other guy.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Dr. Jones. I'm quite the fan.
Oh, that's very kind, Professor.
Now then, Dr. Jones, what do you have for us this time? The Ark of the Covenant? The Holy Grail?
Well, sadly, my great rival, that scoundrel Dr. Jones, has recovered those items already, Professor.
Indeed. They have them on display over in the Museum of Antiquity and Legendary Artifacts, Relics and Curiosities.
Wow, that branding is almost as bad as ours.
Well, it is the resting place of many of Dr. Jones's discoveries.
Ah, yes, Dr. Jones. He has quite the reputation.
I mean, entirely undeserved, I assure you, Professor.
Undeserved, but he's the greatest archaeological adventurer of our time.
Well, that is what he would have you believe. Good-for-nothing fraud.
Now, Dr. Jones, I hear he just found the legendary Temple of Doom. Surely he is a great explorer.
Well, anybody can find the Temple of Doom, Professor. I mean, it's right under the Pankot Palace. Hardly circumspect. You know, they have a sign right next to the guest bathroom.
Fine, whatever you say. Now, what have you got for us today, Dr. Jones?
Oh, I'm hoping for Excalibur, the sword of King Arthur.
Or perhaps the Golden Fleece, last worn by the Greek hero Jason.
Or Pandora's box, the crown of thorns, the coat of many colours.
Well, nothing quite so grandiose, I'm afraid.
Well, perhaps Nero's fiddle, the spear of destiny.
Look, I spent 6 months travelling the world in search of Aladdin's lamp.
Oh, a wondrous prize indeed.
Only to be beaten to the punch by that dastardly Dr. Jones. So I switched course, and I set my eyes on the ship of Theseus.
But
he did it again! I reached it just in time to see that cowardly crook Jones sail off into the sunset.
I see.
Not to be defeated, I determined the location of the Pied Piper's pipe.
Which was?
In that dastardly Jones's satchel. I mean, he did it again!
This is starting to sound like a broken record.
A broken record?
Yes, it's a metaphor. The story, it keeps repeating itself.
Is there any legendary artifact which Dr. Jones hasn't recovered before you, Dr. Jones?
There is one. Well, two, really. Kind of a set.
Oh, good. Pray, tell us, what is it?
My friends, I present to you...
Oh, I do love this bit.
The rarest of all relics.
Oh, so excited.
The socks of Alexander.
Beg your pardon?
What?
These socks Alexander the Great was wearing during the Battle of Gaugamela. What is it, Curator? I thought you'd be more impressed.
Well, it's just that the socks of Alexander aren't really a thing.
I assure you they are. I mean, I have them right here.
Why do they have Hello Kitty patterns on them?
I don't know. I mean, maybe Hello Kitty was inspired by an ancient Macedonian symbology.
Dr. Jones, not only are the socks of Alexander not really a thing, but these socks in particular have name tags which say MD.
MD?
MD?
Perhaps they stand for Most Dangerous? Or, Mighty Destroyer? Maybe Macedonian Dynamo?
Or maybe MD stands for Montana Drones.
Are these your socks, Dr. Jones?
No?
Are you sure?
Well, fine. Yes, they are. I just couldn't find any real artifacts, you know. I just whipped my socks off in a last desperate gambit to save my reputation and my career.
And this was the best you could come up with? Socks?
Could you have invented something a bit more exciting.
I was under pressure.
It's not even like socks have any special power. I mean, the Holy Grail grants eternal life, and the Ark of the Covenant is a box with God in it who melts your face if you look at him.
I don't think, strictly speaking, that it is a box with a god in it, curator.
Yeah, that feels a bit reductive. I mean, the Ark of the Covenant contains many great things.
Yeah. No matter. My point is that this is just a pair of socks.
And not even a real pair of socks.
Oh, they're real socks.
But not Alexander the Great's socks.
No.
Look, Dr. Jones, I'm simply afraid we're going to have to let you go.
Let me go.
Yes, we think it's time you retired. You're clearly in need of some, personal time.
Yeah, you can't do that. I'll find something. I promise. I'll scour tomb and temple, explore every last secret city and sunken wreck. I'll travel to the farthest reaches of the world. Just give me one last chance. I'll find you an artifact which will put that bothersome Dr. Jones to shame.
Fine. One last chance. But if you come back with Genghis Khan's favourite teaspoon or Dorian Gray's handkerchief, we'll throw the book at you.
Throw a book at me?
Throw the book at you. Why don't you understand metaphors? Yeah, never mind.
I won't let you down, I promise. I already have a lead on something wondrous.
Well, perhaps you should tell us what this artifact is.
Yes, that would be prudent, lest you go off on some wild goose chase.
I assure you, I shall be chasing no goose.
It's again, never mind.
So, Dr. Jones, what is it?
It's a metaphor, apparently.
The artifact?
The goose.
No. What is the artifact you are chasing?
No, it's the goose I was chasing. Not chasing.
This is getting really quite frustrating, Dr. Jones. Please tell us what this relic is that you intend to procure.
Ah, right, yes, of course. I am hot on the trail of...
Yes?
King Arthur's...
Ooh, yes?
Brothers...
Yes?
Best friends...
Mm.
Cousins...
Ah,
Pants.
you're fired.